The Sierra Leone Adult Education Association, Sladea, is a non-governmental organization founded in September 1978 by people and institutions interested in the promotion of adult education in Sierra Leone. From the beginning, Sladea received recognition from the Ministry of Education as the government realized the important role that Sladea will play in the provision of adult education throughout the country.
You have the non-formal aspect, which caters for two categories of people. One, those who were not fortunate to darken the walls of the formal system, that is to go to school. And also those who went to school, but for one reason or the other left early. And this is where the non-formal aspect comes in, to be able to train or prepare those people who went to school but left early, or who did not go to school for one reason or the other. The non-formal aspect of education helps them to become self-reliant, helps them to provide marketable skills for them to be able to fend for themselves and their families. And this is where Sladea comes in. So Sladea was formed in 1978 to play an important role in providing non-formal education for those two categories of people I have just mentioned.
Sladea is a membership-driven association. It is open to all individuals and institutions engaged in the various forms of literacy programs, adult education, closely linked to peace education, environmental education, and civic education, contributing to sustainable development in Sierra Leone and the Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs of the United Nations. Sladea has branches in all the 4 regions in Sierra Leone.
Sladea, we are having 15 branches. Now, over the years, Sladea has been offering various types of programs, but the basic one, the main one, has been adult literacy, because we have a new activity that has just been brought into Sladea, and that is the film production unit. This group is so powerful that it has trained several new filmmakers. Several have been trained not only in Freetown, but in the provinces.
Sladea, which has been in existence for over 4 decades, has created substantial positive impact, improving the living condition and self-reliance of their adult learners, not only through literacy, numeracy, and civic education courses, but also through skills training following the concept of functional literacy.
This year, we've been there up to 21 graduates. We don't do the graduation. Boku people, they don't pass through. We have more than 2,000 students, they don't graduate here and they don't go. Because the work where they do, it really help the beginning and the community inside we do. Then it help the people there again at the community. Then graduates, the way we get. They don't begin show for the people there in the community.
I be the land marabu, I be the one and one mahad. At this number 2 John. So one day I see me company they promote, they say that they promote land na Sladea. We not English. So where I don't and myself I can't join them. I be the left me work at the command of my village at the can land. Then after the they say form the promote na for come. I for write application na EFSL. As write application for go college, my name come out. From Sladea and college that direct I go. So from there I don't get me TC. Sladea don't help me. But who way, not financially, but in learning access. Because the time I enter na Sladea, I don't sabi for write my name. They show me how to write my name. Apart from that, they learn me within a numeracy, literacy, they learn me within a peace. And then they always learn me with them. I go miss up na college. Like what they talk say numeracy na mathematics. They talk say literacy na English.
Our graduates have been able to fend for themselves and their families. Our goal is to train them in such a way that when they graduate from our continuing education centers, they will be able to create jobs for themselves. And many of them have gone ahead to do that. So along that line, we've made a lot of impact.
If I no be don carry, I no get certificate, they no go recognize me as a good caterer. But because I don't get me certificate, I no dey fear for go any side. The Sladea make a bold today. And so been they make no more fry backyard. But now na them big side. When married dey some side, then they call me. When they get graduations on side, then they call me for go prepare food. Any gathering, when they will prepare food for give people there, they recognize me. And people they praise me and
Every 6 months, the association holds a meeting to update the National Executive Committee members on the various activities undertaken, and also every 3 years, the association holds its triennial conference and general meeting, which is the highest decision-making body in Sladea.
At this point in time, we talk about Sladea, we talk about our activities, our programs, and you not mention the recently concluded conference, then it won't be good for the records. Now that conference is the 7th triennial general meeting of the association. It was good we have it because it allowed the members from the various branches, the 15 branches that I've just spoken about, to come together. You are able to sit and discuss, to meet themselves as a family. You know, Sladea is a very big family, and it has not been easy for us to come together and discuss issues that are affecting our organization. And in fact, at that particular conference, we not only discuss issues that affect our organization, we also discuss issues affecting the country. And there were some very nice presentations that all of us, really delegates, all of us benefited a lot. One such presentation was the climate change, this global warming, wherein the presenter was able to explain to us in detail. It came down so low that even the last portion on the ground was able to understand the causes of this climate change. And apart from that, we had to get our election for the national executive positions. So it is only at this conference that we do such an activity. And again, we also have to present our chairman, newly elected chairman, to the conference. As we all know in Sladea, the chairmen are elected a few months or weeks before the conference, and it is at this conference that we present them to the delegates. So it was a good opportunity for us. We had a very good time. Many we want for that matter. So very important, as I said a few minutes ago, because we are able to come together as a group. It has not been easy for us to come together because we call a meeting of facilitators, it's only those who are concerned that will go there. You call a meeting of coordinators, it's only coordinators who will go there. But when you call a triennial delegates conference, it brings together all the members. As long as we are able to pay a participation fee, we are able to provide your transportation to the conference, we are there. So it was very important for us. Madam Sigi, who we also call Onike, is the present civil peace personnel that was sent to Sladea by Bread for the World.
Well, in any organization, if you want to continue maintaining your relevance, you have to think of innovative ways of improving whatever you are doing. Let's say you are a tailor, you cannot be using the same style year in, year out. You have to be very innovative, and which makes you relevant.
Our first assignment was to go around the branches to see our successes, to see our weaknesses, and give the necessary recommendations.
It's of tremendous help in charting the way forward for Sladea. You know, that document has very useful recommendations. I have read the document over and again, and when we finally implement those recommendations in that document, Sladea's relevance will be felt in a much more positive way, it will make Sladea become more and more relevant and to play a bigger role in the promotion of adult education in this country. So I think it's a very useful document.
And these recommendations have to be looked into by a special committee that has been formed. In fact, they'll be meeting very soon. Because we want to build up Sladea. It's not for ourselves for today, but it's for the future.
The reward for good work is more work. I can only hope that Sladea will continue to grow from strength to strength to complement government's efforts in providing quality education, and to be able to I want Sladea to be the leading adult education agency in this country. That's my vision for Sladea in the next 5-10 years, that which will be the leading agency when it comes to non-formal education. You think of the first name that comes to mind should be Sladea.
Sladea operates in close partnership with the Adult Education Directorate in the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary Education, the Institute of Adult Education and Extramural Studies of Fabre College, University of Sierra Leone, and Bread for the World, Germany. Sladea is part of the Civil Peace Services program of Bread for the World in Sierra Leone. This video is one outcome of the study, Empowering Sladea in the context of the CPS program of Sladea. Sladea is a member of the International Council for Adult Education.
No one is too old to learn. Learning starts from the day you are born and continues until the day you die. It's a continuous process. So don't think it's too late, I'm too big to learn. No, there is always something. Every day you improve on your knowledge. So for those who were not fortunate to go to school, or who went to school but for one reason or the other left early, they still have a second chance. And it is this second chance that Sladea provides, an opportunity to be able to live a useful life by learning a skill, by being a good citizen, by being able to contribute to the development of your family and your community, and by extension the country. So it's never too late. I will encourage them, and particularly the young people, to be able to access our programs in our continuing education centers so that they become self-reliant. It's very, very important. It's never too late.
I want to thank the government of Sierra Leone through the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education for the support that they have been giving to Sladea over the past years. We want to appeal to them to keep supporting us through the payment of subvention, which for almost 2 years now have not been forthcoming. To our donors, I want to thank you all because your support have made us to carry out our mandate successfully. We hope that the existing good working relationship will continue. To our partners, the Adult Education Partners, Civil Peace Service Network Partners, and other international partners, we want to thank you all for a fruitful working relationship, and we hope to continue our good work at all times. Sladea is a membership organization, and I am appealing to all the members to continue the good work of voluntarism, and let's keep the organization moving forward. I also want to appeal to our adult learners to put more concentration on the education that their facilitators or skill trainers are imparting on them, so that they will become literate and skilled people at the end of the day. Sladea cannot function well without the cooperation of the community people. In that regard, we thank all the community people that have been supporting us, and also encourage other community members that have not been giving their support to start supporting Sladea in its activities nationwide.